So, welcome back to the Musicnest.art podcast. It's your ever so endearing host, Louie Love, and this is Ep.5. Today, we have a very special artist coming to us from the sunny state of Cali. We have Estelle California. Estelle is a passionate musician, vocalist, writer, and activist. She's recently come out with an EP dubbed My Name is Freedom. She's committed to bring social healing throughout the world with socially conscious songs. So she's all about empowerment and hope. I'm very honored to have her on the show. So welcome Estelle California to the Music Nest Art podcast. How are you feeling today?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me with you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So maybe you can tell us a bit about your background and especially how music has played a role in your upbringing.
Well, I started piano when I was 5 years old, and then I think it was always part of my non-talking um,
Mm.
way of communicating. So I studied
Yeah.
saxophone and then the voice, but even when I was a kid, I was an only child and I would have music all the time. It was kind of soothing me all the time.
Ah, okay, sure. And you grew up in France, right? And then you
Yeah,
moved to South Africa, and now you're in
yeah,
California.
yeah.
Yeah,
I found my
yeah,
home in Oakland, yeah, my home for now, yeah.
yeah. Because I can hear a lot of the French accent
Oh,
and
yeah.
French
It's
overtones.
not leaving me.
Yeah, no, no. So how long were you in France then? When did you? How long did you
I
stay there
stayed in
for?
France and I came here 8 years ago.
Ah, okay. Ah, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, okay, interesting. And how would you say you went to South Africa then for a while? Did you?
I loved it there. I went first because I had a friend moving there and I fell in love with the land, the community. The people are so resilient, so beautiful. You can feel the
Mm,
legacy of Mandela everywhere. I
yeah.
wanted to move there, but actually it was not as equal yet there as a white person. To see, I would not feel good being a white person there.
Ah, I
But
see.
when I came here, here it's the most equal place I've seen in the world. I mean, I have seen everything, but it's amazing. Here,
Yeah.
it's not perfect, but it's very close to be perfect for me. Here, you can be
Okay.
any gender, any color, any shape, anything, and you're just
Yeah.
gonna be nothing more than anybody else. You're just like a human beings, and for me, this is very priceless freedom.
Ah, okay. Great. Yes, we'll get into that a bit later. So how would you say your childhood from coming from France and moving to South Africa and now to the land of the free, shall we say, in
Yeah.
California? How would you say that's influenced your songwriting process? Because your songs often invoke a sense of social justice and topics about discrimination. Like, has that been a theme
I
you've
think
experienced directly
I
in
think
your?
maybe it has changed a bit, but not much. But when I was growing up in France and Europe, the white supremacy was everywhere. The
Okay.
and I think it's still there. But when I was a kid, you could say horrible racist statement and pretend you were very not racist at all. And I
All
grew up
right.
hearing that, and I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong. I knew it could not be. I knew I was not belonging on the good side already of the fence, you see.
Mm,
And I was trying to leave this country, this place from always. And then I was always called to the black energy, the resilient energy of the black people who are
mm,
always shamed and mistreated, but they are always shining and joyful and kind and resilient. And I
mm,
was always attracted to this side.
mm.
Then I traveled to Africa, and when I mean, it all became coherent. But I was in France, I could not express myself because there were no. I could not be who I am. I was born in a family very rigid, where you could
Mm,
not. I was just wrong. Anything I could do was wrong. You see, I was just wrong.
mm.
And I still think I'm wrong sometimes, but I'm led by something very bold, and I'm not going to stop. And that leads me. Something is leading me everywhere.
Ah, okay. Interesting. All right, and so let's come to your music a little bit. You talk about how you write songs, socially conscious songs, to bring about healing throughout the world. So, how important do you feel music is in this healing process? Could you expand on that a little bit?
Well, I don't choose what I do. The coherence come to me afterwards. I receive the song, like in a few minutes, I channel them, the lyrics, like it's the subconscious coming out of the soul. And
Sure.
then they're teaching me. It's magical. When I received
Yeah.
the Star song, I was a baby. I mean, it was like 4 years ago, but I didn't know who I was. I was lost. I was sick. And then I've been singing this song and repeating the lyrics all the time. And it became a mantra to empowerment, to healing me, to showing me the way, to everything. So these songs are way more than just songs for me. They are big mentors, if I can say. And they are opening my destinies because the Black is a True Light song have been showing me so much in my life. I was not conscious about everything before. And this song came here because I think in France, I was able to play, to write, to sing, but I didn't realize I could put all together because it was not possible in the open field, you see. And when I came in California, I was, but God, I can do everything. This is what I'm born to do, to put my passion for justice, my music, my voice all together and to make my own art, creativity.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, yeah. And I will play some of that track for the listeners to hear.
Has been taken away for so long. Now it's holding mine again. And I'm gonna use it now. 'Cause God, I know how to use it now. You're gonna see the light from thunder, taking revenge for all the nameless lies, calling revenge for all the voices souls, getting revenge for all the powerless beings. It doesn't belong to anybody. It doesn't belong to anything to go and change it. It doesn't belong to anybody. It doesn't belong to anything to go and change it. 'Cause my name is Star, and has always been a star, and will always be a star. My name is Star.
All right. So what are your plan then for Estelle, California in the next few days, weeks? Do you have any plan to tour? What are your current movements like and
Well, I
regarding the
released the
whole
album,
pandemic and everything?
yeah, just before the COVID, so everything got postponed, let's say. So I'm dreaming about performing this album, that's for sure. I am performing online, like I have a festival in England coming. And I'm dreaming about traveling. I want to go to Africa in maybe this summer, begin to go there again. I'm just open to whatever the world is going to open again for me.
Oh, yeah. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, I hope you can come to maybe Australia or Taiwan in the future. It would be great to have you over. Yeah. Like, let's come back a bit to we mentioned a bit about the COVID and the state of the world. Of course, it's had a huge impact for artists and musicians who've been really probably one of the worst affected industries by it. So how do you feel about the state of the world and how we're evolving? Because you say you're an activist and you like to bring about social healing throughout the world. Do you think we're really going to get to this kind of a better place than we were before COVID?
Well,
Oh,
I can't speak for everybody, right? But for me, I got some lessons after this year. Yeah,
yeah,
I am definitely
sure.
stronger. I'm definitely more able to survive by myself without not my friend, not my people, nobody. It was hard. In the beginning, I was depressed. I was sad. I was in victim mode. All of it. And then, as usual, I surrender. I get. Oh, it's it's not meant to kill me. It's just meant to teach me. So I grow from it. And now I play all my music by myself. Before I needed a
Yeah.
band. Now I'm
Yeah.
fully equipped by myself with my piano,
Ah.
and I can add anybody who comes on the way.
Yeah.
So it's and I'm yeah. I think everybody had it. At least I think it made us all focus on what matters really. Like all what
Yeah.
that doesn't matter really, we had to just let it go, and we had to focus
Mm.
on what really matters, and that's also important in life to realize that.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, it seems like it has a very positive effect on you and improves self-reliance and whatnot. So yeah, that's amazing to hear. And how has your music songwriting process been affected by the pandemic? Do you think it's had an effect?
Well, I have a daughter. I'm single. She's 6, so I had her full time. So that was a
Okay.
challenge. Now I'm fine, but at the beginning it was a big a big earthquake for me. Uh,
Yeah, sure.
I'm creative all the time, so it was just a way to because my life force is a lot with the Black community here. When I can dance, I can volunteer, and that has been taken away from me. So I was a bit like empty at the beginning, like you see, and closing
Yeah,
my
sure.
house, I can't give that much. But I had to find it back another way, and I do. I keep creating, I keep playing. It's just slower. Everything is got slower. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. Yeah, well, maybe a bit of slowing down is good for all of us. You know, the world tends to be quite focused on
Yeah, yeah, it's painful.
productivity.
It is
Yeah,
painful, I have to say, but I think it's good.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I've been listening to your album, and I quite like this track, "Land of Freedom," actually.
Ah, you
And
see?
yes, yes, I really like this one. So, you have this line about justice, and it's not quite here yet.
Yeah.
It's in the intro. And like I'd be curious to kind of understand what is true justice in your
Oh,
worldview.
because for me, the big how can I say it? Not revelation, but the big understanding from the inside I got when I came to California to America was to feel in my body, if I can say, the journey of the African man from the slave trade
Mm.
400 years ago to the Black American president. And
Yeah,
that I think
sure.
people don't see that the big picture enough. They just see the small events and the drama, and we have drama and we have injustice, but still, what a journey in the world. I mean, where that happened, in
Mm.
which country that happened. You see, this is
Yeah,
a huge empowerment for any black kid in all over the world. So
yeah,
for me, justice is not here yet. Like, of course, it's not fair still in America, right? But still, look at this journey that this country has done for the whole world. It's magical. It's a
yeah,
monument for the whole world. And that I think
yeah,
needs to be said. This is what I mean. It's not here yet, but look at what you've been doing this time.
yeah. Sure, sure. Yeah. Well, we always find America and Americans always bring to the dialogue, into the politics, these issues. You know, it seems like probably from many that these are problems in America, but only by bringing the problems to the surface can we overcome them. So,
Because they are a flag. They are a big flag to the world. That's why they are like if anything happened here, it's showed everywhere to the world, which is good
mm,
also because, as you said, we need to see it, we need to speak it, and
yeah,
also because we have that, but also they make huge step. We have now a black American woman, right?
mm,
Vice president, and before we had a
yeah,
black president. I mean, huge step for the milestone for the whole world. So I'm so
mm,
happy to be here.
yeah, yeah, amazing. And how does this tie in with one's own personal dreams and freedom? I guess you're kind of almost a perfect example of this American dream, shall we say? So,
Well, I
um,
have to say, for me, the freedom is not America. It's Auckland here. This is a small
okay,
bubble in America, and it's very a bubble of like diversity, respect, everybody. It is just like beautiful, like yeah, melting my heart.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, amazing. All right, well, I'll give the listeners an opportunity to listen to that track, "Land of Freedom." Um, And like, just on this topic, of course, America has always been conveyed as a symbol of freedom, land of equal opportunity and dreams. So, do you feel the symbol is as strong as ever and continues to strengthen?
Well,
Or,
it's not perfect, right? Like anywhere. But for me, the big magic of this country is that it's a country of immigrants. And
Right.
that you can't deny. We are all immigrants. Even the white Trumpists, they are American for only a few generations. You see, when in France, when they are French, they're French for like hundreds and thousands of years. It's a very different
Yeah.
weight in the
Sure.
culture. So
Sure.
here, even
Sure.
if you have the mean one, even if you have fights, it's still we are still all here to build the country, very new generations, and that makes an energy very movable.
Yeah.
People
Right.
wants to change. They are not fighting for the old rights that 200 years ago. They don't care. They just want to move forward.
Yeah.
And that gives a big energy to a country in good and bad, but that at least it's moving, and I love it.
Yeah. Amazing. All right. So, what would your message then be to some of our listeners and the rest of the world? We always like to try and um, ask what the artists would give us, and maybe some advice, and with your own vision in mind of bringing a more true, just world. What do you think people can focus their energy on to bring about this real change?
For me, one of the biggest lie of the white supremacy world we are raised in is that we have to be like other people. We like we have to fit, we have to look like other, be like other. I think for me it's a biggest lie because it's a lie that brings to despair, unhappiness, I was so miserable this way, right? And I think the real happiness and road to joy and to find yourself and to fulfill what you are born to do is to find what makes you different and to follow that, to follow what lights you up, what makes you very different. It can be your color, your shape, whatever, but just embrace this difference we have. They are here for a reason. And we have to follow them. We're not meant to be all the same and all. You see, that's a big lie, and it is misleading us.
Well, I would agree. Yeah, yeah. As an artist myself, I definitely resonate with that. I think to be unique and to carve out like a sculptor would carve out a rock and create some sort of work of art is definitely. It's like every human being is a canvas to be its own work of art.
Exactly. And all the trauma, all the darkness that we had to go through, everything come to shape us like a diamond to cut us. So everything, even because when you are a victim of some kind of abuse, you feel shame, you feel you should not say it, you feel you should avoid it. But and I've been there so long. But I do believe that everything we have to carry it because it's part of us, part of the pride, part of making us different. We have to embrace it all.
Yeah, yeah, amazing. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing that. Just have a few other questions just on the off topic. What would be like your favorite American cultural holiday or any cultural holiday that you like?
Well, I have to say something, even if I'm not into the food, but Thanksgiving is beautiful. In French, we don't have a word for grateful. We have a word for ungrateful, but we don't have
Really?
a word for grateful.
Yeah.
So it's coming to America. I found that I discovered that great food is the most important thing in the world. And I grew up with it was not even a concept. It was nothing.
Really?
So
Wow.
so have a holiday to celebrate gratitude and gratefulness. This is beautiful.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah. And of course, you have that song all about that. Grateful.
Grateful, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And what would be some of your favorite food then? Have you adapted to American cuisine?
I have to say not much.
So you're still holding that French aspect. Of course, the French make great food.
Well,
Yeah.
I eat I eat very like veggies, fruits, very pure food, yeah.
Yeah, great. And how else do you like to spend your time other than music? What are some of your favorite things to
Well,
do?
what really feeds me from the inside is dancing. I go in the black community
Okay.
in Auckland and I dance and I
Yeah.
dance the blues, and I've
Yeah.
been cut from that from like
Oh,
almost
blues.
I
Yeah.
know you see 1 year now, more than 1 year. So I miss that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. And do you with the black community do you do collaborations with your music on the
Well, many of
in
the
songwriting?
musicians of my on my album are African American,
Right.
and they are just my people. So when I play, I'm gonna play with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that on your Instagram. Yeah, the album sounds great, by the way. Really,
Thank
really
you.
well produced and recorded. I really liked the production value of that. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we'll be able to catch you live sometime soon in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, thank you for joining the Music Nest Art podcast.
Thank you for having me so much.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to talk about or tell the listeners before we
Well, I
leave?
have a beautiful Facebook page I call the Soul Family, where I try to lift people up and we are all together and there is no discrimination. And I try to bring all people together. And it's a precious place to me. So if you want to come say hi, I would be so happy to answer to everybody there.
Yeah, sure. We'll share all the links in the description, and people can come check you out. Yeah. All right, Estelle. So thanks for joining the Music Nest Art podcast.
Thank you for having me so much.
It's a pleasure. Yeah, you're welcome.
For a free world. America of dreams, you rescued all of us with warm coding of freedom. I will be forever grateful for what you gave to me, for what you offer to the world. You are beautiful, unique nation of emancipated people. Your power is not ringing, yeah. No, God. You don't know what you hold in your hands. You have so much to show, to give to glory. You are this amazing nation, led by this dream of freedom. You are this living promise, this land of freedom, this land of freedom, this land of freedom. You have this bleeding scream for life, impulsive and fiery. You will get the star that rise to your freedom. All the rights to pursue and get your happiness. Nothing is gonna ever be white again. The way to bleach it, God. You are this amazing nation, led by this dream of freedom. You are this living promise, this land of freedom, this land of freedom, this land of freedom. This land of freedom, this land of freedom, this land of freedom. I know how unstill pain is. I know how unstill blackness can be. I know how unstill pain is. I know how unstill blackness can be. Yeah. I know how unstill pain is. I know how patience is no more bearable. I know how craving for and belonging is. You are this amazing nation. Let's find
Music Nest.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you can send me the audio, uh yeah. 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 Awesome. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, Jesus. Mm. Yeah. Wow. Well, you're beautiful. I love your style, and yeah, keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I just find the video quality is not good enough for. Yeah. Then you didn't have to do the makeup and stuff. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 You have a gig tonight? Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I would do the video if we had quality camera, but because it's something I can think about. Maybe for this one. Okay. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, the thing is, because I upload it to Spotify and SoundCloud, they have no video. So I think I think most people listen maybe on SoundCloud. But we also put it on YouTube. I could put the video on YouTube if you want. Like I could put. But the thing is, my I always try to make video look very nice. And I'm kind of in my van right now, so it's not really like it doesn't look the best. Uh, yeah, you like it? I'm actually in a van, so yeah, yeah, that's great. So yeah, you have a dot. I'm in Australia. Yeah. At the moment, I've been traveling Australia for the last year or so. So yeah, I'm here and I've been trying to work on my music as well, and yeah, it's been a crazy year really. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I do a lot of production as well, so yeah, you can check it out. I'll have a lot of different types of music. But yeah, maybe we could do a track together in the future. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. Um, yeah, true that. Yeah. Well, I do like the jazz and soul aspect of your voice. Some of your chord progressions are quite like dark, and yeah, yeah, mm, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it's definitely your jazz side coming out. So I should have asked you that. Yeah. So yeah, keep going. Yeah, I'd love to collaborate on something in the future. Actually, things are just really crazy right now. Just on this side, I don't have much time to do music. That's the only thing. So it's like 7:30 here right now in the morning. So yeah, I'm just kind of, huh? Yeah, I'm still kind of waking up. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully I will have more time in the future. At the moment, mm, yeah, yeah, perfect. Yeah, yeah, that's one of my yeah, yeah, yeah. You can find me through there. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I'm originally Irish. Yeah. Taiwanese though, I say as well, because